Hey guys, it's Tash. Another month has gone and it's yet another monthly favourite. So, my April favourites time. And I literally, after this, I have one more favourites to do and I have done a year's worth of favourites. And typically, when I do June again, and it will be the first one that I've done two of, I'm not going to be able to upload it in the end of June because I'm going to be in America. This is my April favourites and I probably got a bit more stuff because I got a few more things like kind of going on this month and things to talk about. I kind of figured out that basically my favourites are, because a lot of people, they just talk about their beauty favourites of the month, and mine's more of a kind of monthly review where I kind of just do a vlog talking about the things I've done and the things I've enjoyed this month and stuff like that. So yeah, so just let's get into it because it might be a bit longer than normal. For starters, my favourite item bought this month, I was really unsure on this. I normally like to show something that hasn't been shown because I might have bought it just an odd time, it'd just be one thing that I bought. But I couldn't really think of anything because I had shown everything. But I would say probably this is one of my favourite items I've bought this month because I just love this dress so much. I look forward to wearing it multiple times during the summer. Yeah, and I might take this one to America, I'm not quite sure yet. I'm still unsure on my final outfits for America. It's annoying because I've never had so much problem choosing outfits. And this is my longest holiday. Like normally the longest before I had 10 days and this one's I've got like 18 days worth of clothes to take, but I'm struggling. And there will be a holiday outfits lookbook I think next week, and then I will have my final lookbook in June showing the actual final outfits I'm taking. Music is once again the same. I'm seeing Miley Cyrus on the 16th of May, so 17 days today, 16 days from when you'll be watching this. And so I've been listening to my album. I tried to get tickets for Demi Lovato on the 1st of June in London. Didn't manage to get them, but because of it, like I hadn't actually listened to her album, so I got her album and I was listening to it, and I really love Neon Lights and Really Don't Care on that album. They're my favourites at the moment. Shit happens, I didn't manage to get tickets. Gutted, but hopefully I'll be able to see her at some point eventually. Games I've been playing this month, not very many because Red Dead Redemption, I can't remember whether I finished off March with this one, but I finished it off. I didn't do everything, I completed the game, I did a couple of strangers missions. I did one that I didn't do last time, and basically I just couldn't bother anymore. I got to the point where I wasn't playing it a lot because I've been doing other things and I haven't been having the chance to play the PlayStation a lot. And so when I kind of take a massive break from it, I get a bit bored and I don't really want to go back to playing it. So yeah, so I was kind of like, yeah, you know what, I'm done, I'll move on. So I decided to move on to Toy Story 3 because I haven't played this game in, well, 2 years, because on the game it showed my last time I saved it. So the last time I played it was like 24th of January 2012, and I got this for Christmas 2011, so I literally played it once and then I haven't played it since. Considering that it's a Toy Story and kids would be playing this, because I used to play Toy Story 2 when I was a kid, it's really, really hard. It frustrated me so much, the story missions, so I just kind of play in like toy box mode where you just got to do little missions and stuff. And I always play as Woody because Woody's my favourite. TV and YouTube. TV is once again the same. Vampire Diaries, the originals, and I'm watching One Born Every Minute still. Starbound is a new program that me and my mum have started watching, and it's basically about like aliens that have like landed on Earth in 2014, and it was in September 2014. I was like, oh my god, it's about my birthday. But and then it's like 10 years in the future, and basically they have them in this sector, or the Atrians they are, and they're trying to do this program where they get the teenage Atrians to go to school with humans, and of course there's a love story in with it and everything, and yeah, and it's actually pretty good so far. I think I've only watched like 3 episodes, but yeah, it's good. So if you're able to watch that program, I recommend it. If you like Vampire Diaries and stuff like that, and like Roswell and originals, if you like that kind of stuff, then you definitely like it. What else? YouTube is, as always, it's just always the same with YouTube. There's nothing, like, I always watch PewDie, I always watch Shane, and I always watch Marcia, and I've been watching Todrick Hall's Popstar High, and that's really good. In this section I'm going to talk about something else. Basically, last year and the year before I did this, I can't remember when about it was. I think 2 years ago I started it at the end of March and I finished it in the end of April. And then I think last year I started it in April and maybe went into May. I can't really remember exactly, but I know that both years it was during April, whether it was beginning or end, where I decided to watch one film, well at least one film a day for a month basically. I don't know what it was that brought it on. I think it was the fact that I don't really watch films a lot. There's a lot of films that I like to watch regularly, like not really regularly, but like at least once a year. And so I use that as a chance to watch them rather than just randomly being like, I fancy watching this. I will make a goal of watching one film a day, and it gets me to watch a bunch of my films. And I normally watch the usual stuff like Mean Girls, 50 First Dates, Toy Story, Bugs Life, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, Ice Age, Madagascar. I'm trying to look at everything now. Hairspray, High School Musical. I'm in the middle currently watching Toy Story. I watched Toy Story yesterday and I watched Toy Story 2 today, 3 tomorrow. And I haven't actually watched Monsters Inc. yet, and I haven't watched Finding Nemo yet. The only other Pixar film I watched was Bugs Life. That was the one I started off with, and I've watched High School Musical. I haven't watched Ice Age either. The thing is, there's so many films that I actually need more than 30 days. I do sometimes go a bit longer. I think I did last time. But it just gets to the point where my goal is to do it for the month. 3rd of April was the day I started, so I have to watch a film on the 2nd of May. I don't have to watch anything on the 3rd. I might continue, I don't know, but it means I don't have to. And another thing is books. So there's a lot of people who read books, and they just read books a lot. Like my mum reads books a lot, but then not as much as some people. Like my friend, she reads so many books, like just reads books all the time, but then she's not like me, she doesn't play the PlayStation all the time, so it's kind of like, I like reading, but I choose the PlayStation and YouTube over reading, so I never get time to read. There was a time when I decided, I was like, you know what, I've been reading The Host for so long. I started it, because I saw The Host in the cinema last March, and I started reading it probably about April, May time, and I was reading it in Spain when I went in July, and I just didn't read it for so long, and I was like, you know what, I need to start reading this, and I can't remember whereabouts I was probably like somewhere like there, and I started reading it again. I think I finished it in about a week, and so I was pretty impressed with myself because it is basically, I normally read books that are about 300 pages and this is like 600, so this is basically the equivalent of 2 books. So I basically read a book and a bit in a week, so that's very impressive for me considering that it took me a year to get so far. Yeah, and I just got to the point where I just really wanted to finish it, and I was really enjoying it, and it's a really great book, and because of that I decided that to buy the Blu-ray of The Host ready for when I'd finished reading, and then I watched it the day after I finished it. I saw a Tumblr post that was very accurate for me. It said, I either read for 4 hours straight or don't read for 4 months, there's no in between, and it is totally true for me. Like, once I get reading, I have a massive like, oh my god, I'm reading so much, and then I'll just stop. And my next book now is The Walking Dead, Rise of the Governor. I've read like 4 chapters. I'm on chapter 5, and I finished The Host almost a month ago, so it's took me a month to read 4 chapters. And so monthly highlights. I've been able to do a few things with my cousins and my friends. And also on the 26th was my cousin's wedding, which you may have saw my get ready with me yesterday, and I have my outfit of the day on Friday for that, and that was an awesome day because I just go crazy and I'm just like photobombing everyone because I see a camera and I want in, and I particularly want in without the people knowing, and it's just funny, you know, I love it. Yeah, and I just danced a lot, and Timber came on and I was like dancing. Like, I want to do like a proper full-on choreographed dance to Timber for my birthday party. It's not gonna happen, but I would love to do it. And so I'd been like, there's a few moves I have in my head, and I was just doing those moves, and I was like, and I'm pretty sure when that song came on everyone left the dance floor, and then a few kids came along, so it was just me and a few like dancing kids, and I'm just like running around like my dancing, like it's not like, you know how people dance at a party, especially when they're like drunk. Like I don't drink, so I'm not drunk, and I'm just there like full on kind of serious dancing. Like, I'm not bad at dancing, thankfully, otherwise it would just be weird, but like I'm just there like putting out like serious like moves and shit like that, and a lot of the time I do Just Dance stuff, so if any of you got Just Dance, like Blurred Lines came on and all I could think to do was to dance on Just Dance, so I had my arm around, I was going and like walking along, and then I would switch and I was going and you know, like I do that. And Gangnam Style came on and I busted out my moves. Like, yeah. And I didn't know all the dance, but I will by my birthday. I wouldn't know the whole dance. I was close. I was very close, so. Another great thing is I hit 1,000 subscribers and I'll make a video for that. But thank you to all of you, seriously, like I never even knew I'd hit it. I went to bed with 996 on Monday night. I woke up on Tuesday and I turned on my Wi-Fi on my phone. I had a Facebook notification and all I read was, congrats on reaching your goal. And I was like, what? And I went onto YouTube and I had 1,003 and I was like, freaking out. Like I mean 1,000 isn't even really that much compared to like all the YouTubers around, but just 1,000, that is amazing. Like let's times that by 100. I wish. Yeah, but thank you all of you who are subscribed to me. Seriously, it just means so much to me. Getting all like serious and soppy now. Yeah, I'm just gonna like leave it there because God knows how long I've been yabbering on for. Oh, so I will see you in my outfit of the day on Friday. Bye! Woo! 1,000 subscribers!